Hey everybody, welcome back to WWTF. We want to fight the game show on MikeC.
And I'm Fred White.
Hey man, welcome to Retro Wednesdays. Retro Wednesdays. So we talk about the games we used to play back in the day that made you say, wow.
Yeah, now we don't rate these games as these are what gave birth to what you're playing now. So we think every game that we go back and do a retro revisit of, we think is a 5. Well, at least in my case. So we don't give it a rating, but we just talk about it. And today, Mike, why don't you tell them what game we talking about?
Man, we talking about the old classic that really made you like, man. And also, you actually saw a debut of this game on the movie called The Wizard. I think we talked about Wizard before.
Yep.
I know we talked about that movie before, but this game debuted on that. It's called Super Mario.
Yes. And now, Super Mario Brothers 3 was a big deal, man. When this game came out, you had people standing in line with this game. Just so much like when you go out and get your PlayStation and your Xbox, you had people standing in line to get this. I'm talking about parents.
Yes, they was actually standing up in there. And back in the day, man, these video game commercials, man, they used to get you hyped, bro. I think it was this one right here. I think it was as far as commercial went, people were screaming Mario, Mario. Then they zoomed all the way back out, right? And there was pictures of Mario, I think in the raccoon or something suit, far as when they took like an air shot of it, man. I tell you, they really knew how to advertise towards the youngsters to get them. Mommy, I wanted that game, the Mario game. Man, I tell you, because Mario, bro, everybody wanted this game, bro. And like, this is the time where games wasn't so plentiful of, man. Stuff would get sold out. Like, you had to call around, hey, man, you got that Mario game? Nah, we all sold out. Stuff would get sold out. Back in the day, these things were hard to get.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, if you had a Nintendo, this would be on your top 2 list of games to get when this game came out, man. Now, the game had 8 boards. And when we first played the original Super Mario Brothers, it was good. And then you had Super Mario Brothers 2, which we'll talk about in a later episode. But when you got the Super Mario Brothers 3, this shit blew your mind, man.
Yes, it did.
With all the stuff that you can do, all the things that you can capture and use later, like the frog suit.
The Tanook suit.
The Tanook suit, yes.
Yes, sir.
What else was
the frog Tanook? God darn it! What else was it?
The little raccoon.
I think the raccoon was the main one. And then the Hammer Brothers suit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm talking about, man, you have fun for hours playing this game. And of course, like Mario, they would have the little secret boards that you can slide on through, and there's one board that they actually showed on the movie The Wizard where you could slide behind the scenes and run the back of the scene and get to a different level and stuff like that, man. This junk had a lot of secrets and stuff. You can skip over boards, you get to the last stage, man. This was just a fun game. This is platforming at its finest, bro. When you play these games like this, man, hours just melt away, man. I mean, like, you be playing this junk all night, bro. You trying to get to the next level, trying to get the next suit, man. It was just so much freaking fun, man. It was a two-player game, which meaning that you switch. One person played, then another person could play. One person be Mario or Luigi, So fun game, man. Hours of gameplay, bro. It was just so much hype for this game, man. When you got it, man, you was just like in awe of it, man, because it was like something that you haven't seen. Because when they shipped from 2 to this one, man, it was like a night and day type of transformation, man. You really enjoyed this game, bro.
And the thing about that was when you played 2 players, if you died, then you could not. There were blocks over the boards that whichever player played, and you would have to redo those boards. The boards that you completed and finished, you can do it. So it was like eight different worlds, and you had this maze of different boards that you had to defeat in order to gain to the next world. And even on the first board, the first stage, you can actually warp to I think world 3 or 4. after you get a couple of whistles and a couple of stars, because when you played that last board and you had them ships and you had to jump and use, you had to have the raccoon suit. You had to have the raccoon suit to do that. Or the P. You had to use your P where you can fly.
Yeah, fly forever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because this one introduced like far as you would go to the Toad House and get to the little items and stuff as well too, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, so much fun, bro. So much fun, man.
And this was one of these truly games where sleepovers. If you slept over a person's house that had Super Mario Brothers 3, man, and their parents did not go to church that Sunday morning, you could have a ball. But if y'all had to get up and go to Sunday morning service, as soon as y'all came back, y'all was on top of this thing. And the one thing I didn't like about Super Mario Brothers is that you had to keep your Nintendo constantly on because you didn't have a save state for this. You couldn't go back and play it later. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't have no continue?
They didn't have any type of continue on this. You had to
they had to have a save. Hold up, I gotta look into that. They gotta have a save.
I don't remember, because I remember me and my brother James, we played this game for a couple of days. And we ran through all eight worlds before we even knew the secrets of how to warp. And I had to keep that Nintendo on every day. I could not turn it off. Not off just once. I think that the only game that had a battery in it was Zelda. That was the only game.
It said you can save on this jump. You can save Mario.
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember having the ability to save on this game.
Yeah, you can save on NES. While in save, reset button, temporary suspend. Yeah, you can save on this one.
Wow. I never knew that.
I know on the first Mario you couldn't save.
Nah, not at all. I never knew that. I never knew that.
Well, this jump, man. I know. Yeah, because people start complaining about that. They're like, hold up, man. I ain't going through all those dirt levels. I can't save, man.
Maybe that was in the second wave of that, because I'm telling you, when me and my brother James played this game, we could not turn that thing off because it didn't have no ability to save on there. I would have to play it again. I would have to.
Hold up. Super Mario 3 doesn't have a save feature. The only way to save is by using the suspension feature and return to the Wii main menu. I don't know what this is. Something else. It's something 12 years ago.
Yeah, I think you could save when they brought it back. You could save like when you did on the Wii U.
On another console, yeah.
But on the original NES, I don't remember it being a save on this thing.
Well, I gotta look that up now. Now I'm curious about it. But yeah, man, that jump was like so much fun, bro.
Man, this was one of the best games to ever get on Nintendo, man.
Yeah, I give it that title. Yep.
The best. Now I can't remember all the boards by numbers, what the boards contained, but I remember there was a sand board, there was a aqua board, there was a Bowser's board.
I think there was an air board too, as well too. As far as like up in the sky.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. It damn sure was. Yeah, because you hopped on these clouds and stuff like that. Yeah, I remember that. And you kind of played like slots with it, because at the end of the board you would jump up and you would, saying different stuff like the mushrooms or the stars or whatever, yeah. And you had to hit it. And if you get like 3 of the same items in a row, it was I think you get an extra life or something like that. Especially
1 up
if you got
5 up, all the stars you get a 5 up or something like that.
Yeah. And at the end of each board, the boss attack, you would have to go on these ships and these cannons shooting you and stuff like that, man. And I'm telling you, man, when this game came out, you had to have a subscription to Nintendo Power, because that's the only way that you could get some of the secrets, because we didn't have internet and we didn't have instant messages back then. So the only way for you to get the secrets, if you didn't see the movie, was you had to have a Nintendo Power account, man, and
Nintendo Power. Yep.
you had to have that book because no other way that you could be able.
Nintendo Power book or either the Primer Strategy guys and stuff like that, bro. That's old school back in the day. We had to research back in the day to find stuff. It wasn't no click of the button. You're like, man, how do you get past that jump? So.
No.
Yeah, bro.
Good stuff, man. I would play this every time I do. You know what I'm saying, whip the emulator out. I do tend to play this a lot. Now you can complete this. I've seen people speed run this thing under an hour, and I think the way that you can do it, if you get all the whistles, I think you play less than 6 boards, and you can complete the game. But if you do it that way, it's not fun. You'd rather just go ahead and complete all of them. And that brings me to an idea, man. I had an idea some years ago about doing like a retro cabaret where it's all old school stuff, right?
Right.
So the cabaret, you have to come in pajamas. You have to come in something with the footsies or whatever. And we wouldn't serve food. We would just serve bowls of cereal, like Captain Crunch and all that other stuff. And then we would have nothing but old games. You know what I'm saying? Like Sega Genesis, Nintendo, TurboGrafx 16, and stuff like that. But it'll be a whole bunch of just people that enjoy games while they was growing up. And it'd be a cabaret with, old time music. Music that we grew up on in the 80s, and eating bowls of cereal, and we'll have the big screen TVs on the floor because we didn't have wall mount TVs back in that day.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
You had the RCA TVs on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
And even the TVs, you're not supposed to play games on projection TVs.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. They used to tear up some TVs, bro.
With the 3 lenses, the green, the blue,
green,
and the
blue,
red.
and the red.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Old school, bro.
Good
times,
times,
just don't
man.
know. They just don't know, man. Man, we could keep talking about this all day, but I need to go to bed. I'm tired. So, man, Super Mario Brothers 3, man. If you haven't played it, man, even for those people that don't know nothing about, man, tell them, hit them onto this game, man, just to see where games have come from, man. Because a lot of people are spoiled now because this is old school type of gaming, man. I mean, like, this is the roots of when games were really starting to really take off, man. So, hey, man, go back to see where games come from.
And let me say one more thing before we close out, man. But Super Mario Brothers 3, even on old hardware, original hardware, it still stands up to today's graphics for that genre. It still does, man. If you play it on the original Nintendo, or if you have it some type of emulation on it, it still holds up today, man. Beautiful game, man. Beautiful.
Right. It is, man. Oh, man, so like always, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's Gamer with an A. Don't forget to head to the Facebook store page to find lower prices. Don't forget to hit us up on vTime. Don't forget to subscribe, become a Gamers Club member. And don't forget to hit that bell and be notified when we drop videos like these. Tell people about the Gamer Show Retro Wednesdays.
Yes. And please remember to like and to subscribe to all our social media networks. And we'll see you next time on WWTF.
Want the facts.
Gamer Show.
You next and keep watching as always. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, y'all.